do they over glorify on movies, or do you think yes, this is bang on, spot on, more to enquire, I can do exactly this, and we can do this.
Let me ask you a question. When you watch other movies or serials, does that happen in your real life? It's the glorification of something that is happening, right? For example, Saas Dogo serial, music that real life, but some form of that happens.
Correct.
Right? I've committed something over here. For the first time, what is the name of the person you think of, the actor?
Chris Evans. Fuck, this is the what is wrong?
Is it just something inside? Yeah? There's something inside.
This is not right, man.
I'll just place it over here.
Why the whole, and I don't know why. Do you think is the impact of black magic? How real do you make it? Is it like your magic that you can practice by black magic, or life to a like?
A lot of them has been debunked, frankly speaking. But it is a territory which I haven't delved into in. It's a different territory, so I cannot comment if that exists or does not. I don't want to say anything negative about any form, okay? But there are things which is done over there which even I can do.
Acha.
Using science.
Okay.
Because
I'll read out a small definition for you. A mentalist is a performing artist who simulates psychic abilities. Mentalists may appear to perform hypnosis, telepathy, clairvoyance, divination, precognition, psychokinesis, mediumship, mind control, or memory feats. Eira hunile bahut dangor word lage. And junto amara ji guest aibo, he equally exactly able word achieve kore. Aji amar guestor naam hol Kunal Newar. Kunal is one of India's top performing mentalists, and he has performed for a lot of audiences across India and abroad, where he has performed for sportsmen like Kapil Dev and Bollywood celebrities like Apar Shakti Khulana, Harshdeep Kaur, Sakshi Malik, Neeraj Chopra, and the entire Bollywood audience that he is currently engaged with. Today, we delve into the world of magic with him. Kunal, welcome to the show. Very happy that you could join us.
Thank you so much, Siddharth, and it's an absolute honor being a part of this platform. Really nice. Thank you for inviting me.
Cool. Okay. No, so I want to talk to you about a lot of things. Magic being one of the first things. Of course, Manu, magic is magic bully kole Manu bahut bhabe no jadoo hoy ba illusion hoy, or is he deceiving me? What is your take? Is magic real?
Is magic real?
Yeah.
For me, it's real because I see magic happening when I perform for people. In their eyes, the kind of astonishment they show, the kind of enjoyment they have, the kind of entertained they are, the kind of their expression where they are still trying to figure out what's happening, what exactly happened this time, something that should happen. And so that is magic for me. Their reaction is magic for me.
Magicians, are they? Would you rate? I don't want to use that word, but then are you like a liar? Do you deceive people?
See, and then magic, or like you said, it's a liar. Magic is the most honest profession. You know why? Because I'm saying that I'm going to deceive you, and I'm doing that.
Right.
It's the most honest profession.
That is true. You always do tell that.
Yeah.
Be ready to be spellbound.
Yeah.
So is it necessary that to be a magician, to be someone who's a performer, you have to be really sharp? You have to study a lot. You have to make sure that you are always one step ahead in a room full of audience.
Initially, that is not the criteria because I myself I was not that sharp. Okay. Yeah. So, but the thing is like you said, a lot of study is required, and that makes a person slowly develop their intelligence or kind of their experience. Because when you are performing, you have to be alert.
Right.
You always have to be alert because you are doing something that the audience isn't supposed to see. That is why it's called an illusion, right? Illusion. Do you know what illusion? Illusion is something. You have seen optical illusions, right?
Yes.
First of all, slowly you start looking at it and you start seeing the things.
Okay.
But in our case, you have to hide that thing. That's why it's called an illusion.
Right.
Because once the parda ud gaya, then once you know what the secret is,
Right.
you cannot unsee it.
Right.
Just like an optical illusion. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Right? So that's the thing.
So is that the most difficult thing when you are performing in a room full of audience, to not give away everything?
Back of the mind, that is there. But you know what? How we do is we do a lot of practice. Like I said, I study a lot, and only study doesn't work because hands are important. What I do, the presence of mind that I use on the stage, that is very important. So that practice is required. Back of the mind, solely take যে বস্তুটো গম পাব নালাগে, but once you practice a lot, it becomes kind of a muscle memory. So you unconsciously do it.
Right. Now I want to talk about this word that you have also used in your own description, is called a mentalist. How do you define a mentalist? Because I read the Google term. It is a fancy way of explaining, and there is clearly a difference between a mentalist and a magician. Jadugor and mentalist are mazot difference ase. How do you see the mentalism that you practice? Ki hoy bostuto jodi manhok ekdom easy kore bujhabo lage, what you do?
Mentalism is an illusion of the mind, magic of the mind basically. So mentalist into that branched out from magic itself. In mentalism, we use a lot of principles of magic. Sleight of hands use hoy. Dekha na pai kintu use hoy. So basically you can say the father is magic, and mentalism branched out from that.
Okay.
So look wise it's quite different, but end of the day it's all the same. Presentation or what.
Right. And what other branches are there to magic?
Branches, basically there's a very interesting branch of close-up magic.
Okay.
Street magic bully koi bolte.
Right.
Like you just walk up to a person and just surprise them. So that is called close-up magic. There are street magic. Street magic is somewhere, actually street magic initially it originated like from the street performances doing Rastatmar kind of like the way to earn money. They call people, gather people, and they perform. So that modern version police, and it's like for television and all, you walk up to random people and perform. So that is there. Big stage, grand stage illusions are there. They're cutting the lady in half and all, no? Levitations and all. Mentalism is there where we create the illusion that I'm reading your mind. So why I'm saying illusion is because with experience, solop gong by science is there. But I think there is also a second layer involved. There's a sleight of hands, sleight of minds. So these are the branches here.
So it's a silly question.
Sure.
When you're in a room of audience or you're performing in front of the stage, hoda eta smart manu thake na, moi jano ki korche, I know what you're doing, hey, you did this, no, you did that. And some people are always doing that, always trying to break the magic, always trying to reveal the magic. Enekwa type manhor logot, how do you deal with them? Do you give them more attention that they are asking for, or kati khabo lage na?
Initially, when you start this as a career, initially, you yourself take it as a puzzle.
Acha.
Right? But once you're experienced, you know how to deal with that kind of person. Mostly the thing is, you have to understand the psychology behind it. They in a room of people, they want to be the smartest.
Right.
Ita kunba aru smart manu ahi gol. So that balance out kora digdar hoy jay. Ane koy je moi jano. There you have to first of all try to impress that person with something better.
Right.
Better. Why I'm saying better? Because that is not impressing him.
Right.
Okay, that he's taking his challenge. Enu kada bostu dekhai dio, he'll also be surprised. And if that isn't working, then straight away all that. Ami hiku etu. When I read books and all, there are a lot of things mentioned. You ignore that person. Person A is doing that. You start performing for person B. A group ase pura. He's doing that. You do it for C. He's doing that. At one point of time, they will get irritated.
Right.
You start performing for them. Sideways. So that's a trick.
Cool.
That comes with experience.
So, and how did you personally get into this, Kunal? I understand that you've studied in Guwahati, you've studied from Maharishi, you did your engineering, you took up a job, worked in India as an engineer, I think in Pune, and after that you left everything and now you've started out full-time as a magician. First, everyone at home is okay.
Initially, a lot of dictators. First of all, my metric I did from DPS.
Achha.
Initial childhood days from Maharishi. Then after, like you said, I went for an engineering. I'm a mechanical engineer. I got placed in a job in Pune. Then after that, a refinery. And refinery koi thakunte I realized this is something that I like doing the most. Because, like, from a very small age, this thing got into me.
Acha.
The magic got into me from a very small age, like around the age of 9, 10, 11 years. So TV dekhichilu, there was a person, I didn't know what magic is back then.
Acha.
Just the TV show eta choli ase. Duta hanger lose and just tapped and it linked.
Acha.
So that was something that was quite impossible, even for a child. Like, dekhat mane bostu impossible hoy. Moi bhabi asu keneke hol etu. I went.
Ki RP Sarkar show asil neki? PC Sarkar.
I don't remember. We were very small. I opened the almirah, took two hangers, started banging. One eye. Why isn't that? Because magic buji poa nasil India. Ajikal to lost bro, but every birthday magic. Agar iman nasil no. So that was the first occurrence incident with magic. Then after that, I got a magic kit. Magic kit the melat tha na. So napar lo insil. So then I got to know ki enukao kiba ta bostu hoy.
Right.
And enukao ta interest kumai gol no. I started practicing. Jitiyao mela jao like eneke kuskari magic stall dekha lagale feet stuck hoy jay automatically. Tar pora na jao aru moi. I used to buy a lot of books and all, read a lot of books, practice. To eneke kintu kenuka hoy no, like when you're studying, when you're small and studying, studies take a big part of your life. So magic took a side seat, no? As a hobby. Hobby, to এনেকুৱা হৈ গ'ল যে মানুহে দেখিলে কি কৰি আছে, পঢ়া নাই, এইবোৰ কৰি আছে, খেলি আছে ন, দাসপাত দি খেলি আছে, কাৰ্ডছ ইম্প্ৰেশ্যন আছে, ভেৰি বেড ইম্প্ৰেশ্যন, ঠিক আছে। তো লাইক দ্যাট ইট টুক এ বেক চিট। ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰিং গ'লোঁ, তাত অলপমান ফ্ৰীডম পালোঁ, বাট ষ্টিল ষ্টাডিজ ৱাজ দেয়াৰ বিকজ বহুত প্ৰেছাৰ থাকে, বিকজ এভৰিথিং ইজ ভেৰি ভাষ্ট টু লাৰ্ণ অল থিংছ। বাট কেতিয়াবা ফ্ৰেণ্ডছৰ লগত এনেকৈ দেখালোঁ, এইবোৰ ফ্ৰেণ্ডছেও এনজয় কৰে, ফ্ৰী কা শ্ব' মিল ৰহা হে। After that, when I went to...
Humka dikhaoge na free ka show.
Of course. I have a lot of things for you. Then when I went to Pune for a job, that mane alman more vision to expand hoy gol. So basically, you get the corporate life and all, you get the corporate parties and all, no? Aru jithe tumar manager gam bhai isko kuch aata hai, no? Client aile, isko kuch dikha, no? Even my friends, they supported me a lot, no? But kiba hole, they used to say, isko magic aata hai, isko magic aata hai. Even if I'm not prepared, I had to show something, no? So I used to do that, and confidence level badhi gol. So an introvert guy like me used to perform for a big groups of people. Then I did a lot of charity shows. Initial days I was struggling phase, no? Free ahile gunbai gora charity ka show karna orphanage ke liye, chalo koi log first paid show was 1200 rupees. First paid show 1200 koi log tasar gumbal se paisa bhi iska paisa bhi mil raha hai kya, good. Tar pisot ki hol, I got placed in a refinery because my branch was mechanical, no? Moi initially college of a place. So I went to the refinery, and it's an isolated place, no? Refinery and it's a very risky job, no? So you have to be very focused at your work.
Yes.
And everyone is also focused. So karo time na magic sa right? So I started
magic dekha bole tate bahut problem hoy.
Exactly. So I started getting the withdrawals. Basically that perform kori asilu, yar mane zero hoy gol, man pagol hoy gol, mane slowly mane enuka it started affecting me, na mental health. To koribo lage kene korim, no? Hiki asu, hika era nai. I didn't stop learning.
Okay.
I used to
keep reading,
practicing. Okay. I used to do that. And at one point of time it was too much for me. I said, and I bought motivation books for you. And I saw a lot of other people who are doing good in this field. I said, if they are doing, why not me? So I did not know the struggle back then. I was taking a look, I'm also going to do that. I just took the leap of faith. No? I tried convincing initially, but obviously everyone was worried. And Sinta also worried. Calls and all, no? At one point of time, I came back to Guwahati. I took a leave and came back to Guwahati. I couldn't do the job, no? I took a leave, came back to Guwahati. And I did a show here. Guwahati Club at okay, the Lamb Road, no? It was a big area back then.
Yes.
So that way with it. I performed there. My parents saw the show and aru dekhila je he nokore mane he can't work. I said, okay, thik ase, go back, take resignation and come back. I came back to Guwahati.
I think the actual magic was to convince your parents.
Convincing, very big task. Not only parents, no, because there's a big number of people involved.
Right.
Family whole, relatives whole. First of all, yourself, convincing myself. That was the very first thing I did.
Right.
So after that, I came back to Guwahati. An interesting thing is, তারপরে বহি show fix করছি আর
আচ্ছা
ঠিক আছে তারপরে নামিলু Guwahati. From there itself, I went to the show, perform and came home. And I started my career here. I did a lot of shows, mostly initially birthday shows as well. Then I started moving to corporates and all. And after that, I wanted to expand more. Man, I wanted to like look for more. I want to grow more. So I thought I'll go back to Pune, which was my initial career days, and that was kind of a home ground for me.
Right.
So I came to Pune, and I have been there since, performing there since.
Okay. Gotekhinit eta bostu what I understood is you constantly had to study. How do you study magic? Are there books? Are there
Yeah.
Are you doing YouTube videos? Are you learning from others?
So there are a lot of references. So basically, ki hai, if you have interest in this, no, you'll start finding the resources because that is not readily available. Because you have to know the names of the person who wrote it.
Acha.
আৰু এইবোৰ এনেকুৱা ৰাইটাৰ নহয় যোন দে আৰ ভেৰি ফেমাছ দে আৰ ফেমাছ ইন দ্য মেজিক কমিউনিটি বাট আপুনি নিজে ফটকে আপোনাৰ মাইণ্ডত নাহিব না ইউ হেভ টু লুক ফৰ ইট
Now I want to again bring you back to like a very simple question.
Sure.
Like you said, no, manhue mati isko impress kar de to badhiya ek magic dikha. Now I want to learn a very quick magic trick. Suppose I want to impress someone. Not that I want to do, but I still maybe we can teach something to our audiences, like the quick fire magic trick to definitely, you know.
Surely right now or in some
No, let's you tell me how what is comfortable. Let's do it now.
okay
Let's figure out a quick
কিবা
magic.
এটা কৰিব পাৰি
Your favorite most go to magic trick. বোলে মই আজি audience মাজত আছো
সেইটো মই শিকাব নোৱাৰোঁ
নাই শিকাব নালাগে but something that dazzled and you know that এইটো কৰিলে মানুহ সদায় amazed হৈ যায় মানে oh my god every
I'll
time.
teach you a simple magic trick okay that even you will be able to do but like
otherwise বাকী কেইটা টান মই নোৱাৰিম এইটো তুমিও পাৰিবা
এইটো টান হ'ব এনেকুৱা নহয় because magic requires a lot of practice
okay
so practice is the key
right
without this
yep
it won't work okay so I will teach you a very basic card trick basic why I'm saying this is because this is one of the first thing that I learned okay so basically this looks like this okay so I have a deck of cards
Yes.
I want you to take any one of the cards out
I'll be that smart guy no cider পৰা লৈছে
last of all over
reflection দেখা যায় সব মই
doesn't matter if I see it but don't show it to me you can show it to the camera
okay
okay and remember the card okay now face down hand it to me I'm not going to look at it I'm going to slide it anywhere inside the pack
yep
okay now what's this I'm going to do something really impossible that you've never seen in your life I'm going to find your card in less than 3 seconds it's inside the pack okay I'm going to go back do something and do something less than 3 seconds 2-3 seconds or not you know what I did in around 2-3 seconds I went through the entire pack took out your card turned it over and put it back inside
okay
is it possible
by time no but you did not shuffle the deck no
but it was inside I went through the pack took out the card took out your card turned it over put it back inside
oh it's just these three so when you went back okay
right
okay.
quite impossible
okay
what was this if I show you the pack you can see all the cards right now are facing towards us right except for one card all the cards except for one single card now what was your card
mine was the king of clubs yeah ঠিক আছে পুরা একদম
very
Yeah,
short
correct.
time
yes
yeah so that is a basic thing that I also teach magic so it's one of the very basic things that I teach so you want to know how this is done
yeah please tell me
over there
নাই এনেকুৱা ইমান ওচৰত আহি পেলাই আনচাৰটো কৈ দিব লাগে নহয়
all right so basically the trick is very very simple so you have to do a small setup for this
আচ্ছা
ঠিক আছে what you need to do is you need to take the bottom card and turn it face up that's the simplest and the basic setup okay now you're backtracking it
I am trying to yes মই আকৌ calculate কৰিছো when you lifted down.
Not possess. Not possess. So basically, you ask them to take a card. They took one card, six of hearts. Okay. So when you're looking at the card, when you're showing it to everyone, no, I'm turning the entire thing over.
Acha.
Okay. Now hold this. This is the situation. One card is like this, and the rest of the card are face up. Now, what if I do this and put it inside? Now there will be two cards which is face down.
Yes.
And what I'm doing behind is go Seedha kar raha hu, bas, that's it. Turning the entire thing over.
Oh,
That was the thing I was talking about. Illusion, no? About porta to uthi Now you see how it's done.
yes.
Right? But the thing is, like, when you perform this for people who doesn't know, it's magic for them. It's something impossible for them.
Yep. Phenomenal. So simple and so elegant.
Exactly.
But like you rightly said, practice.
But you need to practice.
Yeah, of course. Hey, to
Kikia moi card turn korim tolor card.
Right.
Ita moi tumar agote tolor card to turn korisilu in front of you, but you couldn't see because of the practice.
Right.
Yeah.
That was,
Camera most probably this saw it, but you couldn't see it.
I understand. ठीक है sir. Now again, now I want to see. Now I also want to understand that you learn from other magicians. You read books. You read magic. You read tricks. You learn tricks which are already created. Already manuwe both tricks banai. People develop magic tricks also.
Yeah, of course.
How do you develop magic? How do you create magic tricks? What is your process? Have you created something?
Yeah, creation soliyat hai. See, first of all, I'll start off with the existing magic trick. Okay? So even if you're in any other field, what you are doing is something that has been created by someone. Even gravity has been discovered by Newton. তার উপর study করি তোমার পুরা physics চলি আছে, right? It has been created, written by someone. So similarly in magic also there are principles which have been written by someone. What we do is we read the principles. Okay, existing tricks baru korwe because we need to keep developing. But when we are about to create something, we have to use those existing principles in order to create something new, kind of a presentation হৈ গ'ল. But tomar show at ahil kind of call as I need something with our company name in it.
Acha.
Either created the company name nazano. We have to use those principles and create those things.
Do you think যেতিয়া আমি সিনেমাৰ কথা পাতি আছিলোঁ, you were talking about new movies like Now You See Me বা The Illusionist.
Yeah.
These movies, they make magic look very exciting. Moi Harry Potter type কোৱা নাই, Harry Potter type movies are fantastic. You know, fantasy movie.
Fantasy.
But you know, at some level বাকি এটা মুভি magic use কৰা বস্তুটো কোনোবাই কাৰ্ড ট্ৰিক কৰিলে, কোনোবাই স্লাইট অফ হেণ্ড, কোনোবাই অলপ ডিচেপশ্যন ইউজ কৰে, কোনোবাই ইণ্টেলিজেণ্টলি psychoanalyze কৰে, something that is a part of mentalism. Do they over glorify on movies, or do you think yes, this is bang on, spot on, more to enakwa I can do exactly this and we can do this?
Let me ask you a question. When you watch other movies or serials, does that happen in your real life? It's the glorification of something that is happening, right? For example, Sas Dogo serial, music that real life, but some form of that happens,
correct,
right? Or for example, love stories. Then we movie dekhaiwa gan kotha pati asu kotha gan start and does it happen, right? So obviously to please the crowd, obviously some kind of glorification is there,
right.
But ji bostu dekhai that, like for example a simple card trick, that happens, that we do. Whatever the effects that you see, কিছুমানৰ special effects use কৰা হৈছে, তোমাৰ illusionistটো কৰা হৈছে, now you see me to কৰা হৈছে, but the similar version of that happens in real life. I'll give you a perfect example. তোমাৰ Now You See Me movie, there's a bank heist scene,
Yes.
where they call a person on the stage at a box of it, my box collapse হৈ যায় and the person appears in the bank vault.
Yes.
That trick was inspired by a real illusion that David Copperfield does.
Okay.
So what he does is he calls a person on the stage, similar kind of one.
David Copperfield?
David Copperfield is a very famous magician from the US.
Okay.
Not the novel.
No, I was a little surprised. Sorry, yes.
So he does a very famous illusion. So he calls a person on the stage. Similar kind of contraption thake. Box over, upor par dekha par, tolor par dekha, you can see everywhere. They climb onto that, cover is it, and open, they vanish. LED screen dekhai je they appeared in an island somewhere on the other side of the world.
Okay.
So from that, this scene was inspired.
Okay. Alright, magic will become interesting. Like you said, something collapses. A lot of times there are bird traps. There are animals thage. Is it right that they get killed and then they get squished and then there is dehydration and there is rehydration?
To me, it was like, I think you were mentioning to the scene from the Prestige movie.
Yes.
Yeah, the table lot and again.
Right.
See, initial stage out, I'm not sure of the sources. And this is based on a very old times. That movie pura set up a purana,
Right.
no? That used to happen.
Right.
But right now the laws are quite strict.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you're not allowed to?
Not allowed to do that.
Okay.
ठीक है sir? If you have live animals in your show, it has to be licensed.
Acha.
Okay, you have to take permissions, and there are a lot of they developed a lot of things how to keep them safe.
Okay.
So that's a lot of things have changed. However,
And do you do anything around animals?
to do initial days of career. No,
Not anymore.
wow, that's good. No, doesn't more personality na जाए.
Gampal.
There are many people who are doing it really good, really good. In India, in abroad, they're doing really good. But more personality na जाए. Because my show is entirely different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'll try to wrap up the conversation with an interesting question, an interesting piece of question, which is, we usually understand that there is magic and then there are also two types of magic. There is the stage, performing arts, entertainment magic, and the second lot is also black magic.
Okay. Interesting.
Black magic is something that is sacred. People consider it sacred. Documentaries or research. What do you think is the impact of black magic? How real do you make it? Is it like your magic that you can practice by black magic, or life to a like?
A lot of them has been debunked, frankly speaking. But it is a territory which I haven't delved into in. It's a different territory, so I cannot comment if that exists or does not. I don't want to say anything negative about any form, okay? But there are things which is done over there which even I can do.
Acha.
Using science.
Okay.
But I'm not saying that doesn't work, but I haven't seen that personally. I do not want to see it because that is something really dark,
Right.
and that won't match my energy.
Right.
I don't want that. Yeah.
So okay, now I want to understand. What is the science that you use in doing a magic trick?
Science.
Also something that you can maybe perhaps show.
I'll perform something for you first. Okay. So okay. So I have a deck of cards. Okay. So Siddharth, just call out stop wherever.
Okay.
So this is going to be a kind of a special card.
Okay.
Which we are going to look at. You can look at it now, but we are going to put it somewhere very safe. Okay. Just tell me stop.
Okay. Stop.
Right here.
Oh.
Okay. Take the card. Look at it. It doesn't matter if I see it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if I see it.
Take a friend.
Good. You can show it to me. You can show it. To me.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the Queen of Spades.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Keep it in your pocket, somewhere safe. So that no one reaches it. You can keep it in the top pocket. Okay, wherever you want.
Lobo noare.
Lobo noare. I mean, ulame all of a Yeah. Okay. So we're going to choose one more card.
Yep.
Let's call it stop.
Right. Stop.
Right here. Okay. So we're going to take the card out. Okay. So this is the Two of Hearts. I hope the camera sees it. Yeah. So we're going to take this card. Hold this for a second. Take out a piece. Hold this as well. Okay. Watch this. Just give it a squeeze. Right? It's gone. Now we have a card without a corner, right? And somewhere in this world there's a corner without a card. I don't know where it landed. But do you remember I gave you a playing card early on? You chose that. You chose that card, right?
I
You chose
chose that.
You can hand that to me. You chose the card. Can you take it out? And no one has touched it, right?
Oh, no, I couldn't. No one's touched it.
I want you to closely look at that playing card. Front and backs. As a matter of fact, take your finger and run it like this. Let me know if you feel something.
Yes.
What do you feel?
I feel a small bump in the corner.
Can you hand that to me?
Yes.
When you look at the light,
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
if I just slowly tear it open, and you chose this card. Both the cards you chose. You see, there's something inside. Yeah? There's something inside.
This is not right, man.
I'll just place it over here.
Why? The whole and I don't know why.
And you can see, just tell me, is this
Yes,
the exact
yes.
same piece?
Absolutely the same page. I think. पानी वानी लाओ यार थोड़ा सा.
This one is for you. You can keep this as a souvenir. You can remember this
Thank you.
moment.
There is one more one.
You take your time.
Palpitation हो जाता.
Breathe in, breathe out. It does happen sometimes.
No, it's phenomenal how you do this. I mean, clearly there is some trick somewhere. There is a lot of intelligence that you've used behind this, which is why I want to ask and understand from you perhaps the last question.
Science behind it.
Is there is a science behind it, there's practice behind it. What is the psychology behind it?
Psychology is, okay, you were asking something about creating magic, right? So this totally makes sense. Now, when we create magic, we look at the end moment, end result. End result key hai. For example, I want to take an apple, put it in a box and make it vanish. So that is the end result. Now we backtrack it. Key from the things that we have learned.
Okay.
For the principles. What can we do? Should we put mirror in front? Should we put a trapdoor in the bottom? So that's the psychology. Like we have to understand how we want that thing to look.
Okay.
So for this case, I wanted this to look like a vanish and an appearance.
Okay.
From somewhere impossible.
Okay.
So this is something that came out of it.
পুরা চেক করেছো ভাই কোবা কিবা আছে নেকি নাই কিবা this is phenomenal. Anyway,
Exactly.
but I think pretty much that sums up most of our conversation. Kunal, thanks for your time. I do want to draw your attention to that.
Okay, so right now, I'm going to try something else with you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try something with you.
Okay.
So I want you to think of a celebrity right now. Okay?
Okay.
You have a celebrity in your mind.
Yeah.
Keep on thinking of that person. I'm getting a strong sense this person, and you have never told me that, right?
No.
I'm getting a sense this person is not from the movies. No.
No, he's from the movie industry. He is from movies.
This is from the movie industry. Okay. Gompalu. I understood. Why I said that is I was focusing on Bollywood and not thinking about Bollywood. I was thinking of some Hollywood movie, right?
Yes.
Keep on thinking of that person's name in your mind over and over again. And I want to do emphasis on the point that you have never told me this.
Yes. I have not spoken about
Just
this.
thinking of it.
I'll think of the actor.
A very interesting thing is, at some point of our discussion, we had a movie name where this person also acted. Okay, you don't have to confirm it, but I'm just stating the facts. Keep on thinking of the person over and over again in your mind. Can I have a tissue paper? Okay, I think there is one over here. I'll write the name of the person over here.
Okay.
ठीक है sir? And keep on thinking. And each time you think, the name becomes louder and louder and louder.
Okay.
Why I'm saying that is until it reaches from here to here. Okay?
ठीक है sir.
I've committed something over here. For the first time, what is the name of the person you're thinking of, the actor?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. I was quite close.
Fuck. This is what is wrong? This is the name I had written that when we had discussed. Okay, sorry. Let's just hold this.
Yeah, I asked you to write something.
yes. એવું ગણું લઈ છે.
And mind it, I haven't.
We have not spoken about this. This I am doing for the very first time in front of everyone. This is the exact name that he's written. So that's the exact right name. I did not know that you wanted me to think of the same name, but this is phenomenal, man. This
way.
no, this and a lot of other heartbeat. I think more Gasa Gaurav Seven. This is phenomenal. This is super. So okay, now I'll calm
And I'm getting one more thing over here.
Huh.
I'm getting a sense you're kind of quite I'm not sure of the name, kind of shocking kind of a person,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
You have a lot of interest in traveling and mostly riding, if I'm not wrong. Look, keep on looking at me.
Huh.
There's a name in your mind, right? About now. A bike. Think of that bike. There's a number in it. It's somewhere around 450, 400, 410. Keep on thinking of that. Husqvarna?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, can you say the name?
The Husqvarna Smart Pillar
But we like 410.
401.
401. Great, amazing.
How did you get that? How did you get that? That is not right. That is not, absolutely not right, man. Eto mo kutu likha na hai. I have not spoken about this, mentioned about this. I have only thought about this, and you have this done. This is amazing, man. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Wow. With that, I think we'll have to
Of course.
call the conversation to a close. Karne, my body temperature has also gone up right now. I cannot process.
Wonderful interaction. Loved it.
Thanks so much, Kunal, for coming in, for telling us about magic and the art, the science and the psychology behind it. I hope one day we can actually do a nice show for the entire city of Guwahati.
Surely.
Maybe dazzle a lot of hundreds and thousands of people, and I wish you all the very best. Thanks for, again, giving me a mind-boggling experience.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thanks.